Hey everybody, it's Chris and Nina back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I decided to involve my mom in the beer review because it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, baby.
Want to tell everybody how old you are? You don't have to.
I'm 72.
72.
Scary.
She's 72 years old today, and I asked her last night, I showed her a variety of beers that I had, asked her what she was down for. She thought she would go for the Jackotraveler Pumpkin Shandy from Traveler Brewing. That's a 12-ounce bottle. This is referred to as a wheat ale brewed with lemon peel, natural flavors, and pumpkin added, with an enjoy by date of February. So we got plenty of time on this one. And they are out of Burlington, Vermont. This beer comes in with a 4.4 ABV, which as a shandy it should. It's one of the reasons we chose shandy. Mom's not that big a drinker, and shandies, you know, usually are beer plus an additive of some kind, lemonade, orange juice, things like that. So, plus, you thought that with it being so close to, with it being the fall season, it was time to try the pumpkins out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try this pumpkin out, and since it's not a traditional beer, I have no problem using non-traditional glasses. You know me, normally I like to come on here and tell you to use the proper glassware, but for a shandy, considering it's not technically, I mean, it's a beer, it's technically a beer and technically it isn't. It's difficult to say. Once again, going to be using my Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. And yeah, had the same problem at Tony's place the other night. I was over at his place, not doing a review, just drinking beers. We had difficulty with these. But, to show you, for those of you who are cap aficionados, see that cap? It's in perfect condition, so it'd be perfect for your wall mount or to reseal. Now, Mom hasn't had too many beers in her life. What, if you were to drink a beer, Mom, which varieties of beer do you like out there? Your husband drinks Budweiser. Do you like the lighter ones, the darker ones? Do you like the stouts?
I probably go with a lighter beer. Yeah, because I'm not too big on stouts or dark beer. Even though I'm German, I don't. It doesn't. Dark beers and stouts don't really appeal to me, but.
Well, the Germans make lightweight beers too. The Hefeweizens are lightweight beers, and our hometown brewery of Boulevard is best known for their unfiltered wheat, which is technically a Hefeweizen. And I'm going to show that into the camera. That's kind of a different perspective this time. As you can see, it's not particularly sudsy. And how would you describe that color? Maybe copper?
Maybe kind of a dark copper.
Yeah. Dark copper.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's not a lot of head on this as I'm pouring this. So I'll show you. I poured mine a little more liberally, but in fact here, why don't I give you the one that has the little more foam on it. Now you give that a whiff and tell me what you smell. I smell the pumpkin pie spices, that's for sure. Those anise nubs, the cinnamon, cardamom, not cumin, allspice is what I smell, is allspice. I smell it allspice. To be honest with you, that smells more like a mincemeat pie than it does a pumpkin pie, at least to me. What do you think? I'm not getting a lot of cinnamon. You know, there's the cinnamon's it's there, but it's not prevalent. This is brewed with lemon peels, and I'm getting kind of that
lemon.
And the after, if there's such a thing as an after bouquet, as there is an aftertaste.
Yeah.
I'm getting that. Like as I take the glass away, I'm like, and there's the lemon. Well, shall we?
Shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's not bad.
No.
It's actually it does taste kind of like a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
It really does.
Pretty cinnamony. The flavor has got a lot of cinnamon, it seems to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I have to say now this is kind of flat. I mean, there's like no carbonation to this. Really, usually that's the thing about a shandy is that when you add this stuff, it gets kind of livens it up and foamy and whatnot. And this is sort of, I mean, it's okay.
All right, yeah. If you like something with a little, this time of year, if you want something that's a little cinnamony that gives you the flavor of pumpkin pie or fall spices, it's good for that.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of who to recommend this beer to. I think people like you, people who don't drink a whole lot of beers,
yep.
Maybe could be talked into drinking a beer if they were at a friend's house.
A celebration of some kind.
Exactly. This is the kind of beer that I could see a 12-ounce bottle, you and a friend, neither of whom are big drinkers, splitting a bottle like this while everybody else was having. Yeah, I think that's exactly the case. This is actually a good one to have at your parties if you're going to have Halloween parties this year, or your Thanksgiving parties, or things like that.
Yep, this would be good.
The Traveler, the Jackotraveler Pumpkin Shandy from Traveler Brewing would be a great one to have. For example, my ex-fiance's stepmother was a much more pleasant person to be around when she'd had just a few drinks, but she didn't care for drinks that often. But if I could give her something like this, where it was like, here, Marnie, this'll taste good, and you'll enjoy it, and you have that one relative who's just a little more tolerable after they've had a little bit of a drink, explain to them that we've got a 4.4? Yeah, 4.4 ABV, so it's a very low alcohol. Let them taste it and see how much it doesn't taste like a beer.
Yeah.
I'm even going to have Nancy try this, because Nancy doesn't like beers at all, and I think she might be amenable to this.
Yes, yeah.
I'll say that if the Traveler wants to make more shandies, I would say go for it, but maybe just try and liven up that carbonation just a bit. I mean, this almost tastes like, for those of you who've had nitro and haven't been pleased with it, especially nitro on tap, it almost is like nitro in that there's just not that carbonation, that nucleation you get from carbonation. Yeah. But you want some more?
No.
No?
Got plenty here.
Okay, because there's a little bit more left in the bottle. But so yeah, I think this was a good one to do for Mom's birthday. Not being much of a drinker, and this being a lighter beer, a lighter ale.
Be a good party beer.
Yeah. This is honestly, keep a couple bottles of this in the back of the fridge during the fall season. You have somebody over who, like I said, people who don't drink that much but could be maybe talked into a beer. This is exactly the beer for them.
Exactly.
Yep. At least during the fall season, and come winter, who knows what sort of varieties there'll be, but. There's not going to be, probably not going to do a lot of pumpkin beers. They kind of get overdone, and let's face it, there's a glut of them in the market. But anyway, wanted to show Mom, wanted everybody to see Mom. I'm going to be posting this picture up on her Facebook page. Mom's been undergoing a lot of, shall we say, recuperation. Yeah, a lot of recuperation from hip replacements and bed sores and whatnot. But I wanted everybody to see her, and I'm going to give her a chance to just give a shout out to everybody in a second, because I want her to see after the stroke that she's perfectly alert too. So here is your chance to tell everybody, all your friends on Facebook and YouTube at large, how you're doing.
I'm doing well, thanks to my family. Thanks to my son and husband and Chris's girlfriend, Nancy. They're keeping me alive and well and kicking. I'm about to get really better as the bed sore heals, but nobody would believe that I went in for a 3-day operation, and now it's almost, it is a year later. And but all those silliness that went on in between, or feels like silliness to me. But I'm doing fine, thank you.
And just to show you everybody how she is, Mom, what, 7 times 8?
Oh, 56.
Okay. And what's the capital of Texas?
Austin.
So she's still alert. Those were completely unprepared questions. Just want to show everybody that she's alert and good, and even after the stroke, that she's mentally capable, and show everybody how you can raise both your hands.
Okay.
Put up fingers on one hand and two fingers on the other.
I can
Okay, and bring it closer, more into camera. Yes. There we go. Now cross your hands across each other. See, so her motor skills are fine, her mental skills are fine. Just want everybody to see, because she's been kind of stuck here in the bed, and a lot of people, especially those in cities back home in Kansas City, are wondering how she's doing and how she's looking. And here she is.
And I want to thank you all of you, for your prayers and your cards and your flowers and your calls and your visits. And I don't know that I'd be this well without all of you there supporting me. It really means a lot. You're very faithful, and I appreciate it so much, so very much.
So we're going to bring this to a close, because it's her birthday and there's going to be a lot of people calling. There's a couple people she actually needs to call back now that the review is over. So I'm going to let her get on to having the phone attached to her ear for the next several hours, because it is her birthday. And happy birthday, Mom.
Thanks, baby.
Cheers. Drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it.